My parents declined to provide $85,000 for my son's survival, yet allocated $230,000 for my sister's lavish wedding. They told me I was unrealistic for wanting to save my son. They called me bitter for daring to ask for help. But when their perfect lives came crashing down, suddenly, I was the one they needed. And what I did next? Well, let's just say some lessons are learned the hard way. I can still hear the words echoing in my apartment. We don't have that kind of money lying around. Emily, you need to be realistic about this. My father stood in the doorway, arms crossed, face like stone. Behind him, my mother nodded, her lips pressed into that thin line of disapproval she always wore when she thought I was making a fuss. I just stood there. In the next room, my 7-year-old son, Ethan, was asleep, his breathing a harsh, labored sound even with the oxygen machine whirring. The medical bills were spread across my kitchen table like accusatory evidence of my greatest failure. $85,000. That was the number? The specialist's quote for the experimental treatment that could save Ethan's life. His rare heart condition wasn't responding to anything else, and every tick of the clock was screaming that time was running out. My name is Emily. I'm 31, a middle school science teacher in Columbus, Ohio, and a single mom. Ethan's father walked out 4 years ago, the moment Ethan was diagnosed at age 3. He couldn't handle having a sick kid. So I'd been fighting this battle alone every single day since. My parents lived a mere 20 minutes away, in their comfortable suburban house, the same house where my younger sister Claire still had her childhood bedroom preserved like some kind of shrine. Realistic, I repeated, my voice cracking, barely a whisper. My son might die. The doctor said he has maybe 6 months if we don't act now. My mother stepped forward, placing a hand on my father's arm. That familiar gesture, meant to soften his message but never to contradict him. Honey, we understand this is difficult, but we've already helped you so much over the years. We paid for 3 of his surgeries. We can't just empty our retirement accounts. I'm not asking you to empty them. I pleaded, desperation clawing at my throat. I'm asking for a loan. I'll pay you back every penny. I'll get a second job. I'll do whatever it takes. My father just shook his head. Emily, you're barely keeping your head above water as it is. How would you pay us back? Be sensible? There are payment plans, medical financing options. You should look into those. Oh, I had looked into them. I'd spent weeks, months researching every possible avenue. The payment plans? They'd take years to kick in, and Ethan didn't have years. The medical financing companies? They wanted predatory interest rates that would bury me for decades, and most wouldn't approve me anyway because I was already drowning in medical debt. I tried to tell them, tried to explain. For a moment, I thought my mother might actually understand, might sway my father. But then he spoke again, his voice firm, final. We can't do it, Emily. I'm sorry, but we have to think about our own future too. Full story video added in below.